Hello in there. Tink, tink, tink. Anybody there? Hi, it's me. Hello to Nat. Hello to Silicons. Hello to Scruffy. Hello to anyone out there lurking. Hi, Allison. Oh no, you're sick? Oh no, wait, what happened to our, wait. Hi, Shiz. About to start a game. What game are you playing? Where did our bee go? Lurk because work. No worries, Calliope. Oh, are you sleeping? Oh. Okay. I don't know where the bee is. It's there, but it's not there. Okay. Hi, Sharn. Okay, so I wonder. Hold on. Let me see something. I was hoping that we could. Ooh, maybe this. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. You want to be sleeping? Go sleep. Hubby did from work. Came back. Woke up, it got worse. Ugh, I'm sorry. I hate that. Look what I got to work. Okay. So I kept a list the whole time that we did our St. Jude fundraiser. And I originally thought that I was going to have to do like a number picker, but it let me copy that list and paste it. What's all this? Oh, okay. We can shuffle them. Wait, what does that look like? I don't want to mess it up. Oh, okay, cool. That worked well. So that way Sharn isn't in like 27 times next to themselves because they were, we can go back to the way that it was before, but they, they had donated, let me see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row. Okay. And there are 40 entries and there were 40 people in the thing. Okay. Yay. I will wait just a couple of minutes just to see if anyone else comes in. And then we will go ahead and pull that. Say at 3:15. Okay? That will give us so I figured today my mom made this cutie little blanket for Artie's cat couch. But it was too small, we realized. So I said it was, I showed her a picture of it on the couch and she's like, that looks a little small. So what did she do? She made it bigger. And gave me the yarn to attach it. So I figure we can attach that, and, you know, talk with the winner of the thing. I know. She's so cute. I love that so much. And that way the winner can also, like, if they need time to think about, like, what they want me to make. Oops. No worries, Raccoon. No worries. So as of right now, our fundraising total is still at $3,102. I don't know how that all is going to work out in the end. Hi, Sari. Because that $531 still hasn't come out. So I don't know what's going to happen. But the campaign is now closed. And I'm so freaking proud of us. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. I don't know, like, if people haven't gotten their statements yet, or they just haven't realized it, or what it is. But I'm really proud of how much we were able to raise. Also, Sari, I'm glad to see you back, bestie. It's pretty rude that Twitch was rude to you. So, fun story, right? We're going to be doing Minecraft at some point, probably next week. And when we play Minecraft, I'm going to attempt to build an axolotl, like, enclosure. I have 6 axolotls in buckets. This is like the cutest thing that happens, right? So in order to catch an axolotl, you need a bucket. And then when you catch them, that's what they look like. They just chill in buckets. But the other day, I went over to Sari's, which is near my house, right? And I saw that he had Highland cows. And I was like, Sari, at some point, I'm going to have to breed your cows to get some Highland cows of my own. So what did I do when I logged on last night? I grabbed some wheat. I ran over to Sari's. I have my lead ropes. I bred the cows, hooked them up to the leads, brought them back to my house, my barn, walked into my barn just to find that Sari had bred them already and surprised me and put them in the barn. So I didn't check, and so now I just have extra cows. But it was the funniest thing because I'm like walking over there and I'm like, oh. I messaged him like, thanks for the cows. And I had accidentally grabbed one of his pigs, and I couldn't figure out how to get the pig off the lead, so the pig walked all the way. Yeah, those are the 2 cows waiting for you, silly. So I walked the pig all the way to my enclosure, let my little baby cows out, reattached the pig to a lead, brought the pig back, put the pig back in Sari's enclosure. One of his chickens escaped. Sorry, Sari. But I dropped some more chicken eggs until he got a new one. Hi, Petrichor. So it was just an interesting Minecraft night last night. And I built a cutie bridge between our houses. So now there's a proper bridge instead of just Dirt. I thoroughly enjoy watching you discover Minecraft. Yeah. I've been having a lot of fun. Like, I feel bad for everyone that I'm playing with because the amount of times that I'm like, wait, what does this mean? Or I'm like, hold on. Wait, you can do fill in the blank? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I had no idea. You're working on our bridge? That's exciting. I'm excited to show you all what I've learned and what I've made. I've made my stuff watching YouTube videos. I left my very first build, but I did put glass where the roof had been before because I made it into a greenhouse. But I kept the very first building that I built, and it is basic. It is basic. Sari gave me diamond armor too. Sari really likes me, I think. You know, consent, like friendly. Oh God, what was that? There we go. Okay. But yeah, it's really nice. Like, I was talking with Doc in stream the other day when he was playing Minecraft, and hi Hammy, and I was like, honestly, playing Minecraft for the first time with friends has been the best way to do it, because if I had played it on my own, I would have been so confused and I would have been so lost, and I would have been like, I would have gotten frustrated and it would have been fun. We also have like a couple of really basic mods. Like, we have 2 that I had to install, and one of them allows you to set warp points. I didn't know that that wasn't a thing in like vanilla Minecraft, and I'm like, well, I can never play vanilla Minecraft because it would make me crazy that if I needed to go and get more of this one type of wood, that I couldn't just warp there. I'd have to travel all the way across the map again. Like, absolutely not. That sounds like hell on earth. So we have warp points, which is fun, and we have a map that you can pull up, which is neat. The amount of times I've told Toby's friend's girlfriend I love her is insane because she keeps gifting you things in Minecraft. I love that. Sarah tried to drown you. That checks out. Listen, I'm in my garden. I made a garden next to my house, okay? It's very cute. It's very simple, but it has a lot of stuff. And I'm just like putzing around, doing stuff. And all of a sudden there's flaming arrows hitting me and all around me. And I'm looking around like, where is the enemy? Where is the enemy? I'm like freaking out. And then all of a sudden I look and there's Sari on my roof shooting flaming arrows at me. So he tries to get me too, silly. I just haven't been near water with him. Looking for armadillos because you were playing vanilla and I wander a lot. The armadillos, their coloring is a little unfortunate. I have one. I have an armadillo thanks to Sillykins. Walking a baby armadillo back from Silly's house was the cutest goddamn thing ever because they have tiny little legs and they're just like I'm like, oh my God. Hold on. Have you seen these? I'm going to show you them. Tell me that this... Tell me that that doesn't look flesh colored. Like, this is the loading screen when you're loading in. Why are they not that color in game? Why are they fleshy pink? Why are they that color? Because that looks like a... Is that a ween on my screen? Anyway, can I tell you? Creepers are terrible. The shape of them... Also, oh yeah, that's another thing that Shella's husband did in the game for us. Made it so that creepers couldn't blow up your boxes, because that was literally one of the saddest things ever. I had just built my first chest. I put all my stuff in it. I was so proud. A creeper came, blew me up, blew up my chest. So he was able to turn off, like, them destroying things when they blow up. Like, you'll still die, but it won't, like, destroy your stuff anymore. Because I was like, huh, those were my things. And we don't lose our inventory if we die, which is nice. I think that's something that happens in regular Minecraft. If you die, that's that. Full of mobs. I just walked away. Creepers will still kill your animals, and yes. Because the other day, I was harvesting cherry wood, and a creeper came and, like, attacked me. And then there was a sheep next to it. And the sheep survived, and I gotta tell you, the way that I wanted to, like, take that sheep home, because I'm like, you're a fighter. You lived. Yeah, okay. So, I didn't know this when I was picking my spot. I picked a spot where there were a lot of entrances to mines, which is, you know, that's fine. It's whatever. I'm closing up some of them and I'm leaving like little pathways down, mostly because I want more like square footage in my area. But this I discovered the other day when I was closing up a little bit. What you can see is the third Enderman right here because it wasn't facing. I also found out that you could be all the way up at the top, and if your crosshairs cross them, they will fly from wherever they are and end you. And I was like, oh, okay. Lost all your chickens and your pig? No. Babies. You can pick them up if you get to it before they despawn. Gotcha. So yeah, that was an interesting find. All right, we're gonna do this wheel of names. Uh-oh. Did the wheel of names refresh? No. Okay, we're good. Okay. I love all these random, like, ads on the side. Nat proof to refer to a safe path with no drop-offs. Oh, I love that. Oh, also, I think I need to, there we go. Okay, I didn't know, because it's a new month, and I wanted the chat to-do list to be cleaned off. Okay. I'm also going to turn that off temporarily while we spin the wheel of chaos. No, of giveaways. Okay, turn that off. All right, are we ready? So the winner of this will get to pick an amigurumi free of charge. Okay? Now, there's going to be a couple of, like, guidelines. For instance, I'm not going to make the glue-on dragon, the Mrs. Glue-on dragon for you. That's too big and too much, okay? But if you want something that, like, we made while we were streaming, if you want, like, you know, a hedgie, if you want any of the fidget guys, I'd even be willing to do a very, very basic Imkin, okay? Or, like, if you want, you can have this Imkin who's here already, okay? But, like, I would say nothing more complicated than this guy. Okay? So keep that in mind. And depending on if it's already made or needs to be made will depend on when things get sent to you. So, you do not have to be here in order to win. But I am going to say that if I do not hear back from this person within a week, we will spin again. Okay, because that happened with another giveaway that we did where we didn't hear back from a person for like a month. So I'm going to say if we don't hear back, I'll reach out through Discord, through Twitch, through everything like that. If I don't hear back, this is, a week from today, so next Monday, we'll redraw. Okay? Does that sound good? All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Sean! Oh, he's not there. He's not here. So I guess we'll have to wait and see if we hear back. Congratulations. I wonder, hold on, if I remove all instances. Sean entered 6 times. That's amazing. Thank you so much for donating so much to the kids at St. Jude. I appreciate that so incredibly much. I really do. So you can let me know what you would like. If you need time to think, that's fine too. But I also was thinking, a lot of people donated. We had 40 people that donated. So I want to do one more wheel spin. And this person will get to pick one of the St. Jude stickers. Okay? And whoever gets this will get to pick one of these. Because I just think that you all were outstanding, especially for everything going on. So let's roll one more time, and this person will win their choice of St. Jude sticker. They're not complicated. They're just big. You can actually see... You can see the one behind me there. That's the fox. And there's a dragon behind Glooby back there. So they're big. They're very tall. Like that's going to be your most complicated bit. It's a lot of rounds. They're really cute though. It also depends on your hook and yarn size. As for everything. So much taller than I thought. That was using a C hook, I want to say. It was either a C or a D hook. I feel like it was a C. But they're not complicated, like, to follow. At least the ones that I've made. I should preface that. Okay, so this person is winning a sticker. And the winner is... Oh my! That was very close. Teresa! Yeah, if you used a chocolate, that would be huge, Nat. That would be massive. But at the same time, do it. At the same time, I think you should. Let me... Oops. Oh! I need to remove that because we're not fundraising. If you click that, it's going to take you to a thing that's closed. So, St. Jude is off. That can go back. That can go back. That can go back. Wait, maybe not that. You want to get more comfortable with blanket yarn? The hard thing with blanket yarn, for me at least, is that it is very tiresome on my hands. Like my hands hurt. Okay, let me message Teresa. Hi there. I just wanted to let you know that we did a sticker giveaway after the amigurumi raffle, and you won a sticker. Feel free to stop by at any point to let me know which you'd like. Congrats and thanks for donating. Boop. Okay. Tightened up, yeah. Magic rings take a lot of practice and they're frustrating. So, hooray! Thank you all so much again for donating and just being wonderful, sweet human beings for these kids and this charity. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited about doing it again in December. And hopefully raising the other 2,500 so that we hit 5K this year for St. Jude. That's my hope. I'm really, really hoping, excuse me, that's where we end up, because I just think that would be spectacular. Also, I'm sure that most of you saw / heard about what happened on Little Simsy's stream. First of all, Kayla did amazing. Was so proud and so excited for her. What a monumental feat of fundraising. Like, holy moly. I also noticed that Kayla had up on her wall the Tiltify banner. Remember the one that I showed you all? This one? And we were like debating if I should just leave it for like Tiltify pins, or if I should put the other pins that I get there, or like the little patches and things like that. Simsy has raised $3 million for charity total. And she has one line of pins. So I think for now, at least, I want to put the St. Jude pins on here too. And then, because pins can be removed. I know. Tigress, if you didn't see, she raised $1 million this month. This month for St. Jude. She raised $400,000 in one day. She was at like 600, I want to say what, like 680? Or like 660? Or something like that when she went live on her last day. And then raised over 400. It was the most incredible thing. It was wild to see. It was absolutely like astonishing. I was so, yeah. So let me get my St. Jude pins and we'll put those down here. Oh, do you want your rest of your lunch? Here. Sorry, I picked it up so Pippin wouldn't eat it. Yeah, she was live for like 8 hours. But I don't even know how much that translates to an hour. Like, let's do some math. Hold on. That's $5,500 an hour. Yeah. No, 55,000. Fun Megan fact. I am really bad at numbers. Really bad. It has been one of my biggest struggles that I have had my entire life. I've only, like, in the last, I don't even know how much of my life have I figured out numbers. And even then, I still sometimes have to go, wait. Yeah, okay. Welcome back, Raccoon. Yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, when I saw her banner though on the wall, and I'm like, oh, it's not. She's raised a bajillion more dollars than I have, and it's not anywhere close to being, like, we're putting these up. I may have breezed through calculus, but I still count on my fingers. Yep. Every cent and penny counts. Exactly. When you look at how much has been raised total for St. Jude, they don't discount anything. It's all there. It all adds up. There we go. There are my St. Jude pins. James took one of these ones. I had like a 3-pin set, and he was like, I really like, I forget which one. I wish that this one had the year on it, because I think that's really cool that this one has, oh, you probably can't see. This one has St. Jude Play Live 2025. This one says St. Jude is sweet. And they're all like patient artworks. Don't mind the cat hair. Don't worry about that. Okay. Well, I put it before the one, like, I'm hoping that, like, 2026 will have one on, like, a year. Because then I can at least, like, infer that since it's before 2025, it was 2024. But it all adds up, yep. I tell every single person who starts finger crocheting to accept the fact that they do not, in fact, know how to count. It's true. It's true. All right, Mom, see, the only thing is, I asked Mom how she, like, did this, and she's like, I did a zigzag. So we're gonna just try to figure out what she did. Did she zigzag on the back? I think she zigzagged on the back. Oh, hi. My 6 times tables in a way that school never taught you. No, that's so real. Oh, hi. Yes, this is your blanket. I can't be mad at you for sitting on it. She's like, this is my blanket Grandma made for me. Technically, Liz, this is hers, so I can't, you know, fault her for sitting her booty down on what she know. This goes over the back of her couch. It was really cute because I took a picture and I sent it to my mom. when she had sent it to me, and she was like, it looks kind of small, doesn't it? And I was like, it's a little small for her couch. And she goes, I'll make her more squares. So she made more squares and then gave them to me with the yarn to assemble. Right? Oh, what did you do to your eyeball? Let me see if I can find. do, 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 do. My mom and I have sent so many pictures to each other. Anyway, how are you doing, Liz? It's good to see you. Hi. I'm gonna bite your butt. I'm gonna bite your butt. Oh, Oopsie. We haven't seen Oopsie in a long time, which I guess is a good thing. Because it means that they are independent and don't need no mans. Oh, you know what? I think I have a picture on my Instagram. We love a supportive cat grandma. Absolutely. Things are good. Trying to finish a couple cross-stitch things so you can start a piece for Frozen's birthday, which is in 19 days. Oh. Okay, there we go. See, it's a little small. It's a little small across the back. So she made an extra row. You know? Okay, ma'am. Hi. Hi. So she's like, I'll make it bigger. And you can just, you know. I'm hanging in there. I have a very busy week ahead. Tomorrow we have a baseball game that we're going to, a minor league one, which should be a lot of fun. And then Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment that's like an hour and a half away, so not so fun. Hi. A googly-eyed jellyfish that you showed on stream recently, I think it was a mystery bag item. Would that be a reasonable raffle item? Yes. Is he on my desk still? I don't know, because there's stuff everywhere right now. Because I didn't get around to doing a lot this weekend. This weekend, I truly tried to rest. I tried to just take it easy and like not push myself because I did so much. Here. Can't wait for your craft supplies to come. They had the knit it sign. And they wouldn't That's the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Because all that's going to happen is it's going to go in the trash. So if they couldn't sell it to you, they should have just given it to you. It doesn't matter. It's going to be garbage. Like, if I were you, I would be going by their dumpsters and, like, looking. Because that's some petty crap right there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Like, my Joann's would have just been like, take it. Like, they can't do anything about it. Corporate does, like... I haven't looked at their website. What do you think they're doing? Oh, this is what I see if I go to Joann. For generations, Joann has been honored to be a part of your creativity, your quilts, costumes, school projects, and handmade moments of love. It has been our joy to serve makers and dreamers across the country. We're stitching something new behind the scenes, and we can't wait to share what's next. Stay tuned for exciting news about the future of Joann. Ew. I mean, it'll probably be online. I do know that they're not going to be selling Big Twist because Hirschner's got Big Twist. Hirschner's bought Big Twist and they're selling it. So maybe they'll sell fabric online. I don't know what they could sell online. Like their little pop kits, those were cute. But like, Artie? Stop headbutting my hands. I honestly don't think that even the I don't think that the employees knew. At least at my store. I mean, again, I don't really know. But I just feel like there was a couple of people in my store that I had become really close with, like good friends with, and they were, that's my big question. Do they do all this just to come back as online only? Yeah. It's giving Toys R Us without Jeffrey the giraffe. To be fair, Toys R Us did go out of business like completely. They didn't come back online or in any stores or anything like that for a couple of years. At least in the US. They were like in Canada. Like, so Toys R Us to me, they really did go away. Except, like I said, for like Canadian stores. That's misleading, yeah. They sold their inventory to a liquidation company as part of the bankruptcy required by the court. They didn't actually do the liquidation, so now the brand can buy new inventory on credit. It is emotional whiplash, absolutely. It's manipulation. And again, I have a feeling that if you talked with any of the people who worked at the places, at the stores, they would feel the exact same way. Because they lost their job, like... That behavior is going to hurt the brand. I mean, you would think, but Hobby Lobby still exists. I will never understand anyone who shops at Hobby Lobby. It's the only craft store in my area. Order online. But I like to feel what I buy. Order online and return. If you don't like how it feels, return it. So there was a Hobby Lobby across the street from my Joann Fabrics, and the way that like one of the employees was like, I mean, Hobby Lobby's there, and I was like, no, it's not. And they were like, oh, good. They were like, because I won't shop there either. And then I said that to them. I'm like, it feels like the wrong store. The wrong side of the highway is going out of business, because that's exactly what it feels like. If you don't know why ew Hobby Lobby, please look it up. Honest to goodness, please look it up. There is a lot of gross stuff that they do, including selling stolen artist things, like mass producing stuff that people have made, selling AI pictures in frames as artwork. then you want to talk about like what the company has done. They're they're a Christian company, and I am using air quotes because no, they're not. They're a bigoted company who hides behind the Bible specific verses for their own good. It's what a lot of people do, unfortunately. She says, "This is my blanket, Mom. I want it, so I'm going to use it." They stole designs from the cross-stitching community, and when confronted with lawyers, the original artist got $200 in Hobby Lobby store credit. I didn't even know that they got store credit. I remember when all of that was going down. They have also stolen artifacts out of countries, shipped them inside of like crates, like actual real artifacts that should be in museums that belong to countries or religions or groups of people. I have to send a picture of this to my mom. Just sending that to my mom, and I just wrote, "Guess I can't sew this anymore." Those artifacts belong to the country of origin. Correct. Grandma made this for me. I loves it. And they should be there. Or in museums or wherever those people choose them to be. Yeah, it's really horrific behavior, and yet they're still open. People still are like, "Oh, but I have a coupon." Okay, and? Like, you have to live with knowing, like, originally this was not well known. It was not, this was also, a lot of this toxic behavior has been over, like, the course of several years. It was not immediately known, right? Like, when they first opened, like, if you used to shop there, and now you have learned this, I will not hold that against you, because we're always learning, we're always growing, we're always evolving. So if you didn't know and you shopped there last week, I don't care. I'm not going to blame you. But if you know now and you continue to shop there, I'm going to be a little judgy. I'm gonna be a little judgy. They don't have barcodes. You have a coupon? Great. I have a moral compass. Yeah. When I found out, I was like, I hadn't been to one in years, and I was like, I will never go to another one anyway. Like, I hadn't been to one since before I had moved. And even then, I would only go there. They did have a lot of, like, miniatures, like dollhouse stuff, and I like building miniatures and doing things like that. And so that's what I would tend to, I hardly ever bought anything there. They're so weird. I don't think that, I also don't think that birth control is covered under their health insurance for full-time employees. Because, I have seen so many great videos, one by an actual priest, right? About how none of this is in the Bible. Like, if you want to look at, not to get political or religious here, but we're in Pride, and the bigots are going to come out and they're going to be like, being gay is a sin. It's not. It's not. If you look at the original language of the original Bible, before it was translated by us to English, it says, if a man should lie with a child the way he lies with a woman, not with another man. It was translated weird. AK, don't, you know? But also, if you're going to try quoting that, do you not eat like certain types of meat? Are all of your clothes made of cotton and not mixed materials? Have you killed your first son if he did, like, you know, there's so many other, you can't cherry pick. You can't follow some rules and not the others. Plus, it actually isn't even one of the rules. It's not one of the 10 commandments. It's not one, like, you know, it's just, so if anyone should throw any of that stuff around this pride, just be like, show me where that is. Show me where that is. And then have all those other things be like, okay, so if you, my favorite, right, is that, oh, like people who try and like defend behavior. Like, oh, well, what were you wearing when you were sexually harassed? Or what were you wearing when you were blah, blah, blah. Okay, do you not remember the verse in the Bible where if you should look at another lustfully, you should take a melon baller and ball out your eyes because you're the problem? Because I'm pretty sure that was in the Bible. Nothing about the way the ladies dressed. Just about the don't be lustful. And if you are, you should scoop out your eyeballs. As you did Chick-fil-A, yeah. Chick-fil-A ends up, like, if it is my only option, and I mean, like, there is no other food or drink or whatever within, like, a, you know, if I'm starving, I'll still look for somewhere else. Because it's not okay. Also, hey, guess what? Screw J.K. Rowling. Don't come in here with any of that stuff either, this pride. Don't watch the new show. I actually saw someone who was really great. They were like, if you want to play the game or watch the show, you know, consider, how did they say it? Basically, they said without saying to pirate it. I forget what they said, but it was well implied, and I was like, don't support her. Literally the biggest piece of trash human being ever. Ever. Which is heartbreaking because she, like, it's wild to me how different she became from what we were when we were growing up. Like, I remember how she started, like, the Lumos Foundation, like, to help kids and this and that. And there were so many good things we were hearing about all the time. And then all of a sudden, like, the real person came to light. And I'm like, what? How do you write about, like, kids rebelling against, like, gross people and then you turn out to be one of those gross people? Like, don't do it. Got asked to not return to a Christian youth group because I didn't hold the same values. And I do also want to say that not all religion is like that. The church that I grew up going to, everyone is welcome. They do not condone any of this sort of behavior. Like, not everywhere is a bigoted place. I do also want to say that I feel like a lot of religion, not the way that it is in, like, individual locations and stuff like that, but the way that people interpret things is extremely toxic most of the time. And there is nothing wrong with if you are completely removed from it. But I also want to say that there's nothing wrong if you also are religious. There really isn't. The problem is if you use your religion to try and tell other people what they can and cannot do. That therein lies the problem. So if your religion is telling you to clothe the naked and feed the hungry and take care of your neighbor and all of that, hey, sounds like you're doing a good job. If you think that the Cheeto in charge is God's gift to the planet because of your religion, you probably are following a really bad religion. Just saying. Also, we're about to go into ads, and that feels like a wonderful transition. I feel bad for the developers of the game, yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's the fact that, like, the storyline in the game was terrible. The storyline is anti-Sem, like, it... if you look at what the storyline is, it's a bunch of wizards suppressing a troll uprising. And if you know anything about I don't want to get into this because it can... It's still written, accounts of the gospel is understood by man. Hi, honey. How to get rid of your HP stuff, yeah. Like, I won't get rid of the stuff that I have because I loved it growing up, but I won't get anything new. I will also say one of the best things to do is support, yeah, Pippin's here. Support, artists, like independent artists. If you are someone who loves Harry Potter, if you are someone who loves that, you know, support people who make art, fan art, because guess what? None of that goes to her. You know? Or James, yeah. So full of love, and the author has become, what the author has become makes me so sad. I agree. Ew. All right. I mean, ill men too. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a stretch. Artie is still here. And when we come back, maybe we'll work on this some more. Maybe I'll work on crocheting something else. Also, Sharon, I'm gonna look for that jellyfish for you. So I'll be right back. Okay? We'll play some words. Alrighty. Welcome back. Thank you all for your patience. By the way, us stopping that conversation because of ads does not mean that we have to stop the conversation. It just means that Twitch is a bully and needed to play ads, so just an FYI. But yeah, I'm glad that you all understand and that you all are of the same thought process as me with these sorts of things. On a place of love, not hate, yeah. I don't ever look at me and think that I'm not a safe person, yeah. And again, I don't think that there's anything wrong with having stuff. Like, I have quite the extensive Lego Harry Potter collection. All of that is from when I was still living at home, like none of that is like a current thing. But I'm also not getting rid. Here's the thing: getting rid of it isn't going to take any of the money away from her. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to get rid of it because I already have it. It's already been paid for. But I can also not buy more stuff, if that makes sense. And so, or buy stuff like secondhand. So I think that your actions are important, like, I think that's more gonna show like who you are versus, having these things or wearing stuff or whatever. The Hay Festival? No, I haven't. But you can tell me about it. It's really hard sometimes. to be married. It's hard to have in-laws. Big Book Town. Hold a chill book festival every year. Oh, that sounds so nice. She did. I got up to stretch and she was like, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. And she got up too. That sounds so nice. We love inclusive anything, really. But inclusive book fair, heck yeah. Your TikTok is teasing you. Cards on the Cricut? You're getting better? That's so fun. I love that. Man, I'm gonna have to weave in ends. Oh, wow. That's cool. So oh no, my train of thought came and left. It came and it's gone. I'll let you know if the thought comes back around. What crafting hobby isn't? I don't know. So many hobbies are expensive. Oops. Oh, I remember. So, you know how we have our little, when we had like the donation option where you could pick a bead for the fidget critter? And we have like a mostly finished dinosaur now. Do you all think that we should have like some way that you can add to that when we're not fundraising? Because otherwise this dino's going to sit here for a long time. Like, obviously we have our god of destruction, right? If you gift 5 subs. But like, what if you got to like also pick a bead? And then it could be cool to maybe, I don't know, do some kind of like, I don't know, offer like the gods of destruction like a discount if they wanted to buy the item at like the end when it's all finished or something. Because like, as much as I would love to just be like, we'll just raffle it off and give it away, shipping is expensive right now. And so it's shipping is like $20 international. So like maybe like at a discount, like anyone who gifted subs or whatever, if they had wanted to buy the fidget critter at the end, could get like a discount instead. Does that seem fair or not fair? I do have it so that you can gift items for giveaways. Yeah, if you go to my website. Just paid the shipping, yeah. But I thought that could be cool, and then that way our little fidget guy doesn't sit here for forever as a mostly completed dinosaur. I just don't know how to like, other than maybe like a thing that pops up every now and again, like in the chat. As like a, hey, if you do this, then this. having it on a timer is fine. Could you add a bead? Could you add a bead to the fidget, or do you have to actually sell an actual item? Oh, like as a, like people could buy it in the store? You mean? No, I think because what happens then is it's going to give me like a thing, like a shipping address. And like want me to ship it. I mean, I could say that it's like a digital item, but yeah, I'll probably have it again as like part of the fundraiser. I was just trying to think of like a way that we could do something until then, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we don't have to either. I was just trying to think of like... Because... you all know how Twitch is about numbers. Could do a new fidget buddy. Yeah, I mean, like, we can do more of them, too. So, what we could do is... because that's... okay. Chat message. So what if we said something like gift 5 subs or cheer 1,000 bits to pick the next bead added to our community fidget buddy. And I guess, like, we could do something... it'd be hard to, like, not necessarily keep track of, but to implement, like, discounts, I guess, that way. Oh. I mean, I could also put in parentheses plus enter to win a sticker, because technically that's our goal. So 5 subs or 1,000 bits. I don't know. I wish that I could, like, give stuff to everyone who helps by gifting subs or donating bits or even just subscribing. It's appreciated. I can create discount codes, but again, I would then have to follow up with the people who do those things and give them those codes. It could just be like a logistical nightmare if people started doing that more frequently. I don't know if that makes any sense. All right, let's save this for now, and let me turn off the Ko-fi. I wasn't sure what that Ko-fi one was because all the things had been like turned off with St. Jude's. So I just turned everything on. I mean, the bottom line is people are going to gift subs or donate bits because they want to. I'm just trying to make, I don't know. Like a community thing. I don't know. Yeah, I have it right now just as the bead. And I can put... I also put plus enter to win a sticker giveaway because we do sticker giveaways when 5 goals or 5 goals. When 5 subs or 1,000 bits are done. So you would get to do both. We get to pick the next one. Yeah, I agree. Get to pick the bead and contribute. You can purchase like any other blind bag item. Yeah. Maybe that's what it could be, is that the people... Oh, what if like the people have like... those are the people who have like first dibs to buy the item. And like at a discount. Like what if... But I would still have to keep track of those people somehow. Because, like, that could be something. What was the total? $2,541.69. Actually, wait, no. Because then we went over to... the 4... Yeah, so 71. Because we ended up going over to... Super Caitlin, and Kaylin's group donated money to try and get us to the funny number, and we accidentally went over, which is okay. And obviously that total hasn't dipped yet, so I don't know if we'll go below that 3,100, but officially $2,571.69. Which is heckin' amazing. I'm so pleased too. Because, like, it's easy enough for me to keep track of who donates bits or does the God of Destruction subs. Like, I can just keep a running list of that in the Discord. That's not the hard part. Pick a bead, have a stock of buddies you can think about what to do with them. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm just trying to think of ways to help keep doing what I'm doing on Twitch, because in 1 month from Twitch, I earn enough to buy 1 meal kit for us for the week. That's it. And have a little left over to put towards, like, the pets. It's drastically come down over the years. And I mean, same with Fourth Wall too. I know that the economy sucks right now, but I'm just trying to think of ways to get people into, I don't know, to be here, even if, like, we're not, I don't know, just having people lurk is super helpful. And I don't know how to like incentivize people to do that, honestly. Cuz I'm struggling a bit and I don't know what else to do. So, always open to ideas. I need to make like the next fidget buddies to put up on the website as pre-orders, but I also want to do some little like when we've done like the little monsters in the past, um or like the little scrap buddies made out of like scrap yarn, or whatever, because that I think that now that there's a way to have a drop down menu, unlike before where it had to be like a separate listing for each item. So, like, in theory, if I make like a bunch of small little like pocket buddies that I've done in the past, I can have it be that you can like pick from a drop down and pick the one you want. Because sometimes I think people don't want to do the blind bag stuff, and that's fine, that's fair, you're allowed. But I think that that would be a lot nicer than having to make a listing for each item. That gets to be very like work intensive. And I'm always open to things that you guys would like to see on stream or have me do, or whatever. Like, I don't know if we mix it up, if we play some more games, if we do some different crafts, if we focus on a craft for a while. I don't know. So I'm open to talking and suggestions, but it's hard times here right now. Hi, Emily. And I'm sure I'm not the only one feeling like that. Hooray, we're almost done. And then Artie will have her blanket. And then when we're done, I figure we could work on the Star Wars band. I also don't want anyone to think that I'm complaining about any of this either. It's just talking amongst friends, you know? I'm very honest and very real with you all, so that's all. Like maybe there's something that I do that drives people nuts. Maybe there's something that you wish I did, you know? So, like, I'm open to discussions. Times are tough, yeah. No. I totally get that. And I never want anyone to feel like like I said, just being here and lurking is honestly huge. And it is so very much appreciated. And I truly, like, I've been in some people's streams before where, like, they don't talk with people unless they're subscribed. I don't follow that person anymore. Like, it doesn't matter to me, you know? It really doesn't. But it's one of these, like, weird things, because, like, it's something that I enjoy doing, obviously crafting and making and all of that, and I'm going to be doing it regardless. But it's also, like, a business, so you kind of have to talk about stuff sometimes. But truly, I mean it from, like, the bottom of my heart, that, especially because I, myself, do not have spare money to spend. So I never want anyone to feel like if they can't sub or they can't do whatever, that they're valued less in this community, because it's definitely not it at all. Like, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. I'm running low on wall cotton candy. Take some of the clips. Yeah. Try and advertise the stream a bit. Yeah, I actually downloaded stuff from, like, the St. Jude clips. Well, that's the other thing, too, is that you guys, like, that's why being here and lurking is super helpful, because then what if something silly happens and you can clip it, and then I can share it, right? That makes my job of posting on social media just that much easier than me having to remember to go back and find that funny thing that happened and clip it, and you know what I mean? It just makes it that much easier. It's like, that's a great way that you all can help for absolutely $0, is if something happens that you think would be fun to see on social media, clip it. I did download a bunch of stuff from the St. Jude fundraiser. I'm going to clip those, or I already have those clips. And so I'm going to upload those. I've been trying to, like, I posted a bunch on Maple's account the other day, or, like, I did it. Sometimes I don't know why doing, like, videos and stuff like that can take up or social media posts can take up so many spoons. But I try and work on them when I have the spoons to do so, you know? Something silly while I'm here, unheard of. No, silly things never happen in this community. It's serious business here all the time. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Posting videos especially is super helpful right now. Photos don't do as well. So yeah. And again, that's a great way that you all can help. You don't have to be subbed to clip stuff. There we go. Social media is hard work. Yeah. I don't know why it is. No, but I don't think it's a bad suggestion at all. And here's the thing. I'm asking for suggestions, so don't worry about feeling like it'd be different if I wasn't like, what do you guys think I could do? And you were just like, by the way, I think that you suck at social media. I'd be like, oh. Okay, cool, thanks. Thank you. But, like, you're doing it because I literally asked, like, what's some stuff that you guys think I could do that would be beneficial? And you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I have to also get out of my head that things have to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist with anxiety, and it's a really sucky combination. Because I'm constantly like, well, that's not perfect, so I can't do it, or I can't use it, or I can't fill in the blank. And it's like, but why? Who made that rule? Who said that to you as a child, and that's been instilled? Like, why? I want to add to the friend star jar, too. You love being here. It's your daily look forward. Oh, keep my attention like this. Oh, I appreciate the community. Thank you. That means so much. Truthfully, when I started streaming, I was hoping to make a place that felt safe for people to be. themselves, to be comfortable, they don't even, again, to be in silence together, you know? Like, I'm over here blabbering, obviously, but like, you all can lurk. The fact that like people come here and they're like, sorry, I have to lurk today. I'm like, I love that you feel like this is a good space to do that, though. That you feel as though this is a place where your brain feels good, and so you choose to come here. Like, oh my god, that's amazing. So thank you for that. Truthfully, that means a lot. It's nice to lurk here. Thank you. I think most perfectionists have anxiety. Keep up what you're doing. Thanks. I've been doing it a long time now. That's part of it too, where I'm like, am I doing the same thing? And is that why I'm in like the same place? So there's also some of that, like, should I be doing different stuff? Like, started a new position today. Congratulations. Are we excited about this? You learn so much by being here. I'm glad. Like, the thing is, I'm going to be crafting anyway, whether I'm streaming it or not. And I'm like, well, I would rather stream it and have people learn. I also want to do some more, like, sewing streams. Because I have material, I have my machines. I now have a laptop that can handle me doing, like, a stream from somewhere other than here. There's a hand-me-down, but still. You know? Yes, it's lateral, but there's room for advancement. Heck yes! Okay then. Congratulations! Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I got a new job, I got a different thing, and you're like, yay! And they're like, no. Not yay. So in that case, that's wonderful. I'm happy for you. Hooray! Already blanket done. Come back to your team. Oh. That's a nice long time for maternity leave. Could you imagine? I hope she and baby are doing well. Oh, okay, there's the thing. What do you all think? How does that read? Is that good? Reads well to you? Okay. Should I do like one round just to like even up everything? Let's do that. Ooh, should we do an edge in a different color? Do I have that yellow? Color swatches? Oh, that was my elbow that cracked. It's close. I don't know if it's the same. It might just be a different, like, dye lot. I like the blue, but another color could be nice. Variety Crafts, yeah. Pastel purple or pink. We could also do, like, white or gray. That pink is pretty. Oh, goodness, no. That was actually what we're going to work on after I finish this. Let's do this. That's pretty. Hang on, it's like... Yeah, it's a good pink. Knowing my mom, she probably used an H hook. I could text her, see if she answers. Five. 5 millimeters. The purple one. Okay. I got her a set of clover hooks. So she used a G hook, which is a 4 millimeter. Yeah. G is a 4. I don't know why this just reminded me, but those of you who play Minecraft, what's your favorite animal? Probably because I was just looking at, like, the picture that I just sent, and I had a picture. I didn't know that if you fed 2 of the bees, that they would have a baby bee. And it's so little, and it's so cute. They're my favorite too. They do. They have a golden doodle named Maggie. I call her Potato, though. But yeah, I freaking love the bees. I made an unholy sound the other day when I realized that if you fed them that a baby bee would pop out. And I like yelled about it in the Minecraft chat, but no one saw. Look it. I didn't get a picture, so I had to Google to show James. I want to make a bee. I want to make like, I want to crochet a bee. This person, this is cross stitch. And they made like a 3-dimensional cross stitch. I can't find the pattern anywhere. I'm looking. But I want to do that. Right? They're so cute. This is a, oh my gosh, a little baby. And then I found a perler bead pattern that it snaps together to make a bee. Like it leaves little spaces open. So after you iron it. No, can I tell you something? That's not the Woobles one. I went and looked. I did. Because let me see. Minecraft. That's the Wooble. That's the Woobles bee. Stop it. I don't like free stuff. So this one, like I said, this is cross stitch. If you look, you can see the stitching. And they did such a good job. That's why I keep looking for like the pattern. Because like they nailed that. Or like the colors that they use, like it's so good. Like it's probably plastic canvas or something. It's so good. I also found this. It was a free graph. And I was like, I can make that into a blanket square. It's so cute. The bees are my favorite. Wait, Silly, what's your favorite? Are bees your favorite too? I want to cross stitch a bee. For that picture, Nat? No. Do you have the link? It's more obvious. Well, there's no unicorns in the game. So it's not a unicorn. Yeah, cat. Horses. The dolphins are super cute. I have turtles. I like turtles. Yeah, see, this isn't... That's not what they used. And this post is 4 years old. They did 4 stitches per pixel and followed that pattern. Where did you see that? Where did that pattern go? God damn it. It's always so funny to me when people are like, oh, I mean, I didn't want to make the pattern because it just, for people who don't want to, like, for people who want to buy it, okay, but make the pattern for the people who can do it on their own. What do you mean? Okay. Well. Hi, Emily. Thanks for the lurk. Also, whoever said watching me crochet is relaxing, thanks. That's really sweet. I don't know if that was silly. This is very far down. It was you. Well, that is just silly. Hi, Tony. Tony, we were talking about Minecraft. And our favorite animals. Hi, Mom. You're Ron. Oh, sorry. Okay. Never mind. I don't know who Tony is. Just kidding. Doesn't it look good? We're adding a little pink border just to, like, make the edge straight. Artie finally left. She was being so rude. I mean, I guess it's good that she wanted to lie down on it. But at the same time, watching crafting is super chill. Yeah, I agree. Artie approves. She literally was like, I don't know what's wrong, but you pulled this off my couch and I'm going to use it now. I was like, all right. Fine. I was talking to chat before about, like, the few mods that we have in, like, the Minecraft server. And how now that I've played that way, I'll probably never be able to play any other way. Because the ability to warp places is so helpful. Like, I can't imagine not being able to do that. That would annoy the crap out of me. A fan fee. But I was able to figure out what you did, Mom, with like the joining, and so I was able to do it. I haven't joined Doc's server yet, no. He invited me in the last stream when we were talking about Minecraft, and he was like, do you like it? And I was like, I do. Warp is super helpful. If you're playing on a single player, probably not needing to warp far. Most of your stuff will be in one place, yeah. But, I don't know. It's handy. I did watch Doc defeat the Ender Dragon, though, with James the other day. Because I think Sari beat it in our server. And then was just gifting everyone, like... Because by default, it's false. Oh, no! Is that so that your inventory doesn't, like, get destroyed if you die? Because, yeah, that's really nice, too. I think so, because he gave everyone, like, the ability to fly. But he keeps beating it to get more... What do you call it? Whatever the cape is to fly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's in the Minecraft channel. Or the Modcraft channel. You just have to ask him. He'll do it. You can get the wings without killing the dragon? Oh. But did he? He was here before. Serold! Silly, did you watch Doc defeat the Ender Dragon? Because there are so many Endermen down there. So many. Yeah. I also learned that if you flood the area around you with a bucket, the Enderman can't reach you. Or you can build a little shelter. Yeah. It was very interesting. Oh, nice. I know that I warped to Industrial the other day. No. I don't remember where I warped to the other day. There's like a bunch of stuff though to make the sea lanterns. I'm excited because I'm going to make an axolotl habitat on stream next week. So that's the plan, at least. With chat. So we'll see how that goes. Ads are about to play, by the way. Somehow it's been another hour. So we'll take a quick break. Thank you for the relax your shoulder reminder. It's perfect time to get a snack or a drink or use the bathroom or take your meds or move your laundry or just take a quick stretch. We'll play some words on stream and then we'll come back. We'll talk more Minecraft and craft more. I mean, I think it was it Allison or Silly who said we should make a Minecraft blanket to donate. And I think that would be really fun. You're going to pet a cat? That's good. Pet a cat. most I've done is build 2 blocks. Yeah. Most build 2 blocks. Yeah. It was you? Yeah, that could be really fun to build like a Minecraft blanket. I agree. Okay. Let's take a quick break and I shall see you all in just a few minutes. Okie dokie, ads are ending in 20 seconds. So we shall come back over here and wait. I'm just looking at all the messages on Discord that I missed. Emily, I love your kitty. If allowed, please give kitty a boop. Look at my girls over the weekend. She's so pretty. She's playing with the ribbon. And then Artie helped with the laundry. She claimed the socks. She claimed the socks and the hand towels as hers and said, you may not continue to fold. So, yeah. Also, when I play Minecraft at night, this is my helper. My sweet boy. He's like, what's making all those sounds in there? I don't understand. Yeah. Maple's ears will perk up with different animal sounds. Mom, why is this machine making all these sounds? Give no cares. Yeah. I mean, over video games, Patch normally doesn't care too much. On the TV, he'll bark at dogs and cats. And I hate commercials that use like animal sounds for no goddamn reason. Like it's not even an animal commercial. And it's just like an animal sound. And you're like, why? Why? Because Patch will just be like, "Rah, rah, rah." Now, Coco, on the other hand, one time barked at Animal Crossing fireworks. We were, 2020. They had like the summer festival at night where like the fireworks happen. And James and I both had our Switches on and we were both playing. And the fireworks are going off and she was like, "Her." And it was the funniest thing. Because before that, she never paid attention to anything on the TV or in video games, but for what, like, the fireworks sounded real enough to her that she was like, oh, absolutely not. She would bark at thunder too. I think I have that video saved in my favorites. Hated a local roofing company. Oof. That was like the other day when... Hello? Yarnia. Hello, friends. How are you? How was your stream? What were you up to? No, that's not it. Coco? Here it is. Okay, wait. In case anyone was wondering, fireworks sounds in Animal Crossing. Do buffer, Coco. Hey, Beans. Dare pretend. Dare pretend, baby. It's okay. Oh, girly, you're so special. In case anyone was wondering, fireworks in Animal Crossing? Yeah. In Animal Crossing. So she was like, no. Absolutely not. I wonder if that confused Patch hearing her bark. Because that's a bark he hasn't heard in years now. Oh, I made myself sad. Oh, no. Where'd my pen go? Let's make you a raid star. No, he's passed out. I know. He's doing to sleep. Look at him. Look at his head on the pillow. Hi, Kit Kat. He cozy. Yeah. Honestly, his anxiety meds have been helping him a ton. Well, anyway, hi, welcome in, Yarnia friends. My name is Megan. If you don't know me, I am a neurodivergent variety crafter here on Twitch. I am usually cross-stitching, crocheting, or knitting, but we do other crafts here like miniatures, diamond dotting, I don't know, whatever sparks interest or joy. So we are working on finishing up a blanket for Artie's cat couch that my mom made. It needed a couple of extra squares attached to it because we realized it was a little too small. So I'm just giving it a cutie little border and it'll go on Artie's couch again. Mr. Bag of Elbows taking up the entire bed. Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, I'm glad the meds are helping him too. Artie is, oh, Yarnia, look at what Artie was, so this has been on the back of her couch. It was a little bit small, so my mom made this. So she made a couple more squares to make it the right size. And look, when I started sewing it together today on stream, she was like, I don't need any more squares, this is enough. And just came and was like, this is fine. And just laid down. Yeah, she's like, this smells like Grandma, I like her. Such a ham, I know. Your mom's dog claimed a pillow. Oh, I love it when they do that. It's so cute. Or like Patch will sleep with his head on the armrest of our couch. After letting out the biggest sigh, you know, like they have the hardest job in the world. She's like, I'm asleep here now. Yeah. She's like, this is done. I don't know what you're talking about. She just loves all things yarn, which, valid, relatable. Yarny, what were you working on today? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. It's hard being that cute. So, over the weekend, one of the other things that we did besides just like trying to have, you know, a little bit of relaxation time after a month of fundraising streams and chaos was just cleaning a little bit. Nothing like too crazy, nothing too strenuous, right? Because again, trying to take it easy. But I needed to figure out where to put the bolts of fabric I got from Joann's. Ooh, a new sweater and a bag. That's nice. What other projects do I have in the making? Well, when we're done with this, we're going to work on some Star Wars characters. They are gifts for my brother for Christmas. And later this week, we're going to do some assembly on his wedding blanket present. So these are the little Star Wars guys I'm making. They're the band. It did. Yeah, we got some really good deals. That was nice. It's sad that it closed, but we got some good deals. But how's your sweater coming along? I have to finish my sweater too. It's warm though right now. It's in the 70s. So I don't need to do it right now. But just in general. I still can't believe what Liz shared about like Joann's website. That does seem strange. Oh yeah, that'd be great. You absolutely feel free to share a link. You don't need any kind of permission. Oh yeah, here, you want to see it, Kit Kat? Stay tuned for what's happening next. What do you mean? Let's see this pattern. Yellow, light, and dark blue. Ooh. Ooh, that's pretty. What do you mean? This is the sweater that Yarnia is working on. That's very nice. KB! Oh my goodness, back-to-back raids. Yeah, like Hirschner's picked up Big Twist yarn, so I don't know what that's gonna do. After a big ado about closing, yeah. How are you, KB? Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. What were you working on today? We're just finishing up a little border for this kitty cat blanket for Artemis's cat couch that my mom made. My mom made the blanket. I made the couch. It was, yes. But thank you so much. After we finish this last little bit here, we're going to work on some Star Wars amigurumi. Ta-da! Turning flower power squares into a backpack. Ooh, that's cool. I saw a really clever idea someone had about using those like reusable tote bags that you can find all the time in craft stores, like the plain ones that you can decorate with like cutouts and stuff like that from the Cricut, or things, you know, paint them or whatever. Like every craft store sells them. They were talking about using that as the insert for like crochet bags. That way you don't have to worry about like the bag, like the crochet pulling apart. Yeah, the canvas bags. So like basically they would make something like this and put it on like one side of the canvas bag and make it on the other side too, so that it looks crocheted but the inside is canvas so that it doesn't warp. And I was like, that's so clever. Because the one thing with crochet bags, at least for me, like if I'm going to have my phone and my wallet in there, like, I don't know, I feel like they get, you know, stretched a little. Some Red Heart flower power yarn. Oh, is that what you're using to make it? Are you using the flower power yarn to make the squares? If so, are you liking that yarn? Let me make you also a star for our sub-raid jar. That's what you used? How do you like it? I know some people didn't like the granny square yarn. You have to be a loose crocheter. I've heard that like the tension can be very finicky. But welcome in, everyone. We're just kind of playing a little catch up. We fundraised last month for St. Jude, so we're just kind of having a little bit of a low-key stream, getting some things done that need to get done. So like I said, I'm about to start working on a Star Wars amigurumi. By the way, KB, if you or Yarnia have to raid and run or do any kind of post-stream self-care, please make sure that you do that. You're welcome, of course, to hang out and lurk or chat or whatever you would like to do. First to second color is fine, but going to the third wasn't working. That's annoying. It's hard, right? Because everybody crochets with like a different tension. So making these kinds of yarn that are supposed to make patterns appear at like certain points in the pattern can be really tricky because not everyone's going to have the same tension. There's your star, KB. I shall add you to our jar. Let me put this on the couch and take a picture. And I'll be right back. It's right here. Oh, it's perfect. Oh my God. Look. Mom, are you still here? Look it. That's perfect. So now we know. 4x4. And look, you can see all the cat fur on it, so you know she's using it. Which we love to see. Isn't it so cute? Yay, I have to make some other little pillows for her couch, because right now it's just the heart still. So I have some more I gotta do. But that'll be a later thing to worry about. All right. Oh! That sounded a lot more catastrophic than it was. It's because his little head popped off. This is my little scrap yarn guy. He sits on the corner of my desk. Boop. And he holds my yarn scraps before I put them in a big bag to use as stuffing. So he fell and then his little lid popped off and that's what made that sound. Nom nom nom. This sticker did not come with him. I put that on there. Ah, no worries. Thank you again for the raid. Enjoy dinner. Yeah, and he just sits here and he eats them. And then I use the, like I said, the bits for stuffing. My hives are hiving today. I don't know why, but that's, I'm seeing a specialist in a couple of days, so fingers crossed that that goes well. Drive safely. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, that's smart. There's always something to do with all those ends. Definitely no need to throw them out. But, and this is very important, don't put them out for birds to use because if they're acrylic, the birds can accidentally ingest it and they can't process it. If you're using all natural materials like wool, that's different, but please don't put your yarn scraps out for birds to make nests with. It's very dangerous. I'm not going to see the Mets, not yet. I haven't been to a ball game in such a long time. I mean, this is part of like me getting over the agoraphobia, if you will. So we're going to our local minor league tomorrow. But I'm still really excited about it. Minor leagues are great. I agree. And it's actually a place where one of our pitchers got like his start. So it should be a lot of fun. Inexpensive food. Inexpensive tickets. Baseball still. But I would love to be able to go to a Met game. Like, that's kind of my goal, is to get to a place where I feel okay enough to go. Because I've only been to Shea Stadium. I've never been to Citi Field. My dad and James have gone to Citi Field, but I haven't been yet. And evidently, it's beautiful in a time and a half. It's Bark in the Park, too. So there should be puppies there tomorrow. She loves baseball. Also, hi, Taffer Girl. I have seen that. I feel like that would be so stressful for cats. I don't know. Do you want to see what I got us for the ball game tomorrow? I'm going before you can say yes, so I hope the answer was yes. Okay. So, it is currently 73 degrees. Tomorrow is supposed to be 83. Now, our game is not until the evening, but it's still going to be hot. You know? Like, it's still going to be warm. So look what I got us. This is James's and this one's mine. It's a pocket fan. It's a rechargeable pocket fan. That this one also has a flashlight. That's why I got that one for me. I mean, granted, you also normally have your phone, but it's just a safety thing. And then I got James this one because it was slimmer, so it can act like, because mine, this wouldn't fit in any pocket of a girl, but this would fit. This one is slimmer. So I got this one for James because it will fit in his pocket. And they both fold out like that too, so like you could stand them up. But that way, if it's really hot tomorrow, and they're rechargeable, and they're supposed to last like over 20 hours. So, yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. They weren't a lot on Amazon, and they also have ones that like you can wear as like a necklace. Like a necklace kind of fan, but I just thought that this is more compact, and I just like the idea that, like, you know, again, this will fit in James's pocket, this will fit in my purse. It just seemed like a good idea. Yes, I will stream tomorrow, but it's going to be a short stream. Like, it'll probably only go till 5 o'clock. Just so that way, then we can, like, get ready. But I figured I might as well. So I thought maybe we'll just do, like, a little cross stitch or something like that. And then no Wednesday, because I'm going to be driving all over the place. for doctors. And then Thursday and Friday like usual. I don't know. What kind of bag rules would they have? They're welcome to go through my bag. It's got my wallet and my medicine. A non-binary human. Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. Has to be clear. Really? I'll have James call the park when he gets home. I don't know what I did on this guy, but I did an increase. So he's the skinny guy. I have to undo something. The black, I did an increase somewhere. For minor league parks? That's wild. It's funny because James has been to this ballpark too, but he's a man, so he didn't have a purse. So he wouldn't know. Have they? That's interesting. I should have it on their website. What the heck is even the... I don't even know where it would be on this website. Oh, that's because that wasn't their website. That was the ticket website. Okay, I'll look after stream. I was saying I hope that they have like a bat dog. Those are always the best. Because it's pups in the park. I love when like MLB teams have pups in the park and they'll do things like they'll troll people and they'll play like doorbell sounds so all the dogs start barking. Like they'll play Ring doorbells or like the Nest or like what, like the most common ones, and it's so funny. All middle and high schoolers are to have clear bags. Wild. Has the requirements listed on the MLB website. My dog would be lining the door, yeah. They'd be like, but I'm outside. But I'm outside. What do you mean, ding dong? That's true. Major League Baseball mandates that the following bag policy be in effect. Any bag smaller than 16 by 16 by 8. Fanny pack or clutch no larger than 5 by 7. Medically necessary items including diaper bags. 1 approved bag allowed per person. All approved bags will be checked before entry. The following will not be allowed into the ballpark: backpacks, binocular cases, camera cases, oversized tote bags, mesh bag, purse, outside food and beverage, weapons of any kind. So it doesn't look like it has to be clear. You know what is kind of wild, though, is I think of this one girl who's gotten, like, viral attention online from, like, everyone. Because the Phillies have a pitcher whose last name is Crochet. And so she, like, crochets in the park whenever he's pitching. And she has, like, a big old, like, Target bag. Like a plastic Target bag that she brings her crochet stuff in. So how is she getting that in? Everything goes through the metal detector? Yeah. No, I'm used to, like, bags being searched. Like, when you go to Disney, like, you know, they always look through. Oh, is he not Phillies? Is he Braves? Red Sox? He's on a red team. I thought he was Phillies. Red Sox. She's an influencer. It's medically necessary. Yeah, I guess I can't bring any crochet with me to the park. Not that I was planning on it, but still. You don't want people seeing that? Yeah. I can search my bag. Yeah. That's where, like, I would put it in, like, another little bag in the clear bag. Do you know what I mean? And then you could just explain, like, it's a medical thing, you're welcome to look, but I just don't want it. Or you could even just be like, it's medical, this is, like, the bag that it's all stored in. Boop. But no, I get that. It is stressful to like have that sort of thing. All right, so I didn't do any increases on this. He's just a straight up tube. That must have been like near the end when I was tired. He's a straight up guy. See, my thing is that I can't bring in outside food or beverages because I need my emotional support water bottle. She goes everywhere with me. Not necessarily straight, just straight up, yeah. You can bring a water bottle, it probably just needs to be empty, but that's part of the problem. Like, I'm sure that I can buy bottled water in the park. But yeah, who have food issues. Or I know, like, for people who, for instance, like, who are diabetic, a lot of people will keep small food, like, small little snack packs on them. Either, like, you know, salty snacks or sweet snacks to help with, like, low blood sugar. So, or, like, the little, like, I think the little Planters peanut, like, a little bag of those. Oh my god, why won't this... I agree, but I guess because they can't check what it is, they can't guarantee that it's water. So... Is your clear liquid water or is it vodka? It says no outside food or beverage. So... I really didn't do any increases on this at all. I just was like, single crochet around for like 27 rounds. No, Megan, that's literally not at all what it says, but okay. Yeah, I'll call them and ask. Stranger danger.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. I could always bring, like, we have water that we leave out for, like, the mail carrier when it gets hot. Like, we freeze it and we put it out so they can take, like, a water bottle if they're thirsty or hot. So we have some of those already. Like the just disposable water bottles. We're not disposable water people, but we like to, like I said, put it out for the mail carrier. So I could always bring one of those because if I have to, like, leave it, like, bring it sealed. So, like, it's clearly water. Hi, Simply Jessie. Hmm.
Hmm?
What's up?
It's a long day. Hi.
Hi. What was the plastic bag?
Oh, there was like a dangler that had fallen off somebody's butt.
Some kitty had a poo dangler.
Yep. I work first tomorrow, so I don't have to take. Well, you don't have doctors tomorrow, right?
Right.
So I don't have to take off for that. So that's good. I only have to take off for Wednesday.
Okay. Are you going to be rested enough to go to the game tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like I have to go to bed early tomorrow night. You know what I mean?
No, but you're going to be getting up early tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be good.
Okay. Oh, he wasn't at work. He was at his parents' house. I mean, at work, but not getting paid. It's a thing. I'm glad that the last meal kit we have is just one that you pop in the oven. So that we don't have to, like, cook tonight. Yeah, it's Monday. He has one day off, and he was there since, well, he left here like 10:30. It's almost 6 p.m. Where did my black yarn go? Long day. Well, that's what I said. I'm like, he wasn't working because he wasn't getting paid. But you were working. Ooh, that's always nice when you don't have to, like you just have to, like, turn the oven on. Yeah. Besides having to take care of everything here, he has to go and put in air conditioning units and clean their gutters, and I don't even know what else, because you didn't even start that at lunchtime, so I have no idea what else you were doing. In the brownie setting. That's interesting. Yeah, that's part of it. And he's the only sibling that's on this coast. So it's his job. And his other sibling got mad at him for not doing it right when they demanded it. But he tried to. But because of his... I mean, you guys saw he was going to do a craft the other day on stream, and guess what? He couldn't because he had work. He gets called in. It's last minute. We don't know these things. Like... And one day he had a doctor's appointment, so he couldn't go. Like, it's just... I'm sorry that you had to do all that stuff. Yeah, there was a big fight. But evidently everyone's fine. This is one of those things where, like, we were raised very differently. Because, like, I'd still be fighting if someone spoke to me that way. And he's like, no, everything's good. And I'm like, is it? Okay. And then he still had to install the air conditioners and clean the gutters on top of it. But he's not a good son. So here's the thing, is that my parents and his parents are of the same generation. His dad's a little older. But my parents still are very... And again, I get it. Not everyone is going to have the same health lot in life or, you know, be able to do the same things. I do. But, like, the being expected to, like, take care of things when it's not your job. Like, what if we didn't live on this coast either? Because his siblings live out west. So what if we didn't live here? Like, what would happen then? You know? It's just a lot to put on him, and I feel bad. Especially, like, when my own health is giving us a lot of grief, and, like, I have to, like, we're going to be driving again in 2 days to go to this stupid doctor's appointment, and so I just feel bad that, like, I don't know, it's a lot on him, and I don't like it. I don't like being part of the, I guess, weight that he has to carry. And I know he doesn't mind, because he loves me, and I take care of him when he needs help, and that's just what marriage is. But I was raised to be, like, self-sufficient and not need a man, and so it's hard for me to struggle, I guess. The front yard landscaping. No, and that, again, I get that. Like, my parents they have, like, an HOA that they pay, and that covers their lawn, and that covers their their garbage pickup and snow removal. And I get that. I absolutely do. We've been trying to tell his parents to move to like a condo. They have a house. It's just the two of them. Move to a condo where all the maintenance is done for you, where you don't have to put air conditioner units in and out of windows because there's going to be central AC. So we're smack in the middle of both sets of parents. My parents are an hour and a half south, his are an hour and a half north. So we're close, but it's not like we're 5 minutes down the street. Yeah. Different state, yeah. Mm-hmm. So on top of all the things that he did today, he spent 3 hours in the car. But you know, he's supposed to just be able to go up there whenever they... It's not my family business, so I don't want to air it out. If James wants to talk about it, that's totally fine. He's absolutely okay to tell you all more, but not my circus, not my monkeys. It's my partner's circus and monkeys. He's the ringmaster. I'm just the ringmaster's wife. So it's like, by extension, I have some part to do with this, but it's not... This weekend working at his parents' house too, yeah. And like, I definitely don't mind, like, if someone, like, if a parent was like, hey, next time that you're here, can you, like, help us with fill in the blank? But it gets kind of, like, demandy. And that's the difference between... James isn't even listening. He's playing video games and blowing stuff up to de-stress. And that's fine. That's going to be the quote of the day. That's... yeah. Oops. And I need to also say, like, I love his family. You know? Like, I understand that they need help. It's just the way that things are gone about sometimes. That's the issue. I don't have issues with, you know, them or the fact, like, any of that. It's just like, sometimes the way things are handled is just really piss poor. And it's, I feel bad because it's a lot, again, on his shoulders. Like, he works a full-time job. He has, you know, a house that he, you know, we have a lawn that needs mowing too, and we have repairs that need doing around here, or heck, even just like laundry to do. Or sometimes you worked a whole long week and you just want to veg. And that's okay too. Like, nothing wrong with any of that. Yeah. Hell, even I don't demand things. I'll be like, hey, this thing needs to get done. Like, we have to do this, right? Like, for instance, we need to get someone out to service the AC and heater. Okay? It's something we need to do, but I'm also not going to be like, we have to do it, like, you have to schedule this right now. It's just, hey, this has to get done. He does work a demanding job, yeah. Or again, one where he doesn't necessarily know when he's working. Like, he just came home and told me he's working first shift tomorrow, so that means he'll have to be up at like 6 a.m. or out the door by then. I hate it when you realize that you have to do things like that, Petrichor. Hooray! All of the band is done up to this point. So now they just need their feet and their arms, and then their bodies are done, and then they'll need their instruments. Hooray! Scissors? Yeah. I mean, they have a neighbor who's very nice and always willing to help out. It's just that, and I get this too, they don't want to be a bother. So, but it's like, if it's a really pressing thing that like absolutely has to get done, then that might be like your better option versus waiting on us. Yeah. College playoff basketball is happening. Ooh. I was laughing because the Mets are playing on the West Coast this week. So their games start really late. So I was like, man, we can just have like a whole day of baseball tomorrow. I mean, but it's their kid. They're allowed, right? That's why you have kids. But I was like, yeah, we can like go to our baseball game, like our bark in the park, and then come home and still watch watch the Mets play, because they don't start till 10. Yeah, West Coast baseball sucks. Time zones are the worst. But I giggled at that. I was like, technically. Living on the West Coast, baseball games would start mid-afternoon. Go through the evening. Like all the ones that you would want to watch. I didn't know that you lived on the West Coast. Phillies are in Canada. It should be fun. We're going to do a short stream tomorrow. Like, probably until, like I said, what do you, James isn't listening. Probably till like 5-ish. 5:15. And then we'll go to our game. So we'll probably do like some cross stitch or something like that. I'm so confused when you said 10. Yeah. East Coast. No, 10 p.m. Game starts at 10:10 our time. Which means it won't end until like 1. Easily. Swept by the Brewers. We, you know, and I say all of this knowing that James isn't listening, so I'll have to tell him all this again, like later. But, you know, we swept the Rockies, unlike the Yankees. The poor Rockies. The poor Rockies. You're welcome. I mean, hey, you haven't been listening, so you know what? You're so welcome. The Rockies haven't won 10 games, but they won their 9th game against the Yankees. They're literally like 10 and, or 9 and, what are they? 9 and 50. They've won 9 games and lost 50. The poor Rockies. Now that they're not playing the Mets, I'm like, go ahead, win your 10th game, buds. It's like the White Sox last year. That's not my mouse. Click, 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 click. All right, so the plan is tomorrow, we'll cross stitch for a little bit. We'll hang out, we'll chit chat, and then I'll go play baseball. No, I'm gonna go watch baseball. And then Wednesday, there won't be a stream Wednesday. And then we'll be back on Thursday. We're gonna work on the Diamond Dot. And then Friday's going to be a pajama party. So if you've missed pajama party Fridays, we shall be pajama party Fridaying to work on finishing the blanket. We won't be finishing it, but you know, we'll work on it some more. Excited to hear about all this? Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll take some pictures too. It's nice to be excited about going out places again. I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not nervous, but I'm also excited. And so that I'm trying to focus on the excitement feeling instead of the nervous one. I'm in my PJs most streams. I'm in my pajama shorts because I have a lot of hives on my legs today. So I'm wearing pajama shorts because they're the least likely to be aggravating. Yeah. Yes, thank you so much for being here today. Congratulations to our winners for our St. Jude. I honestly, in the chaos of the weekend and trying to keep things low key, I didn't really do a whole lot in here. So I'll probably be, cleaning a little bit. I'll find the little octo jellyfish and I'll make sure that that's what you meant. He probably got shuffled off to the side when we were doing all the St. Jude stuff, so. Boop. I have one thing to check really quick. And then we shall go on a raid. Thanks. I will be here for a short stream. I'll be here from like 3 to 5. And then I'll be gone. Let's go say hi. You know what? We should go raid Carrot. Carrot Cleric. They raided us the other day. And they just went live a little bit ago. And they're crocheting ducks. And I see a duck that looks like Perry the Platypus. So I think that sounds like a good place to go. Thank you all so much for being here today. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your time zone. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember you are loved, and I will see you all tomorrow for a short stream. Okay. Oh, here's the Discord if you want to join. And, oh, you're at Jinx. And here's socials if you'd like to follow me there. Okay? I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.